morning, my name is Sarah Romero, and I want to talk to you all today about a cause that should be important to you. Less than 2% of our country has served or is serving in the United States military. We know not everyone can go to war and not everyone comes home from war, but it's our duty to take care of those that do. Right. How many of you know somebody who has been physically or emotionally injured by the recent wars in Iraq and Afghanistan? Right, a lot of you. As of 24 June 2014, the Department of Defense has reported over 50,000 service members have been injured in the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. As of May 2014, the DoD has also reported over 300,000 worldwide TBI injuries. As of March 2014, the Veterans Healthcare Administration reports over 400,000 veterans have been seen for post-traumatic stress disorder. Alright, so about the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. It started in 2000. It's a nonprofit organization. It's provided over $150 million since the start to families of service members injured or killed in combat. Between the years 2000 and 2005, it provided almost $20 million to families of service members that were killed in combat, and these were also U.S. and British service members as well. In 2005, federal law increased the death gratuity awarded to family members of service members killed in combat, so they no longer had the need to provide this additional funding to the families. At that point, they decided to focus their efforts elsewhere. The Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund is also a sister charity of the Fisher House, which is known for enhancing the life and livelihood of injured service members and their families. The Center for Intrepid is located in San Antonio, Texas. I want you to imagine losing one of your arms in combat. It doesn't even have to be your dominant arm, but you'll quickly realize that functioning without that extra extension of your body will be extremely difficult. The Center for the Intrepid may be your best chance for success. I had the honor to tour this facility last year, and I was amazed at their dedication to restoring service members to fully functioning civilians. It's a state-of-the-art facility that offers physical and occupational therapy, as well as a prosthetics lab. The center offers activities to help you learn how to do daily tasks again. It even has a mock apartment and a mock vehicle for you to train in while you're at the facility. Once you meet Specialist Axtell, he's a 25-year-old soldier, and as you can see, he's learning to walk again. His legs were blown off in Iraq while he was going to pick up mail for his squad. His sacrifice to his country inspired his 48-year-old father-in-law to enlist in the Army Reserve as a combat medic. What will it inspire you to do? The National Intrepid Center of Excellence and Intrepid Spirit Centers, they are focused on treating traumatic brain injuries and post-traumatic stress, as well as doing research for those conditions. As we know, the TBIs and PTSD are stressful on the families as well as the service members. Getting help is necessary for recovering our generation. The National Intrepid Center is located in Bethesda, Maryland, and the Intrepid Spirit Centers are currently being built up around the country. This is a photo from the grand opening of the first Intrepid Spirit Center. You can see in the middle Colonel Gadsden. He is also known as the first double amputee commanding officer of the Army installation. Great. Every day our injured veteran population grows. This means that more services are needed to treat those veterans. Because the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund realized this need, they started to build more facilities. In 2013, they began a mission to build 9 additional Intrepid Spirit Centers across the country. So far, 2 of them have been built. 2 of the 9 have been built. But they still need the funding to create the rest. And again, this is a privately funded organization, so they don't get government assistance. So your donations are needed to fulfill their mission. You may be wondering, what about the Veterans Affairs? The VA and military officials have worked with the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund to develop concept and strategies for care. So nonprofit organizations have more flexibility and they're able to get missions accomplished faster than government facilities. And because it's privately funded, every American has opportunities to support their service members. So ways you can help out. You can donate cash, check, or credit card, or even stocks via their website or mail. If you're a service member, you can donate through the Combined Federal Campaign. If you have a vehicle you aren't using anymore, you can also donate that for auction. The proceeds minus the fees go directly to the fund. And if you can't do any of those, you can also support fundraisers dedicated to the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. And of course, all donations are tax deductible. Unlike many other charities, 100% of all donations go directly to the fund. More donations mean they can expand projects. Their current projects include building more Intrepid Spirit Centers, and they want to build them closer to military installations that help capture a larger amount of veteran population. These services improve the quality of life of service members, and not only will you get the personal satisfaction of knowing you helped out your brothers and sisters, you also get an acknowledgement letter from the fund thanking you for your donation. All right, this is a quote taken from retired Navy corpsman who was once a patient at the Center for the Intrepid. He was an amputee and he learned how to do a lot of normal daily activities at the Center for the Intrepid. Right, this great organization has and wishes to continue providing beneficial services to our brave men and women injured in combat. They saw a need and acted. Now it's your turn. It's your moral obligation to support your American brothers and sisters through their rehabilitation since they gave so much for our country. Wouldn't you help a friend in need if you could? All right, that concludes my presentation. Does anybody have any questions? All right, if you would like more information about the cause, you can visit their website. I want to thank you again for your time, and I hope you make the right decision and support this cause.